just tryna stay blessed, but I got demons on me. And I got niggas hating on me, they don't even know me. I'll blow a nigga face off and gotta call my brody. And why they acting like they like that, they gon' have to show me. I really made it do some hard nights. I really made it do some dog nights. Told all my brothers we gon' have to get it right. No, we gon' wait cause we puttin' them long nights.
You already know what it is. You were listening to The Urban Product. It's your boy DME.
It's your boy Cozy Rich.
And it's your girl Imani.
How we doing today?
Hold the fuck up. Your hair got rings in it? Yo, that shit's fire, my nigga. Hold on, I just peeked. Nah, I'm sorry. That shit's... I ain't never seen some shit like this before. Oh, she flexing on you hoes. Oh my God, this shit's fire. What? Nah, my fault. Yeah, I'm doing all right. How about y'all?
I'm good. Devin, how about yourself?
I'm good. Everything is good. It's great. It's hot as hell, but we here. We
Have you ever seen that before?
Start giving you content. We here. What's up? Seeing rings in people's hair? Sure.
Oh, you see? Oh, wow. I'm late. My fault.
You're great. Imani is great still, but I feel like I might have seen it somewhere.
Wow. Okay.
Nah, but she's still fire. We here. It's a fabulous Tuesday.
We all fire.
What?
We're all fire.
Yeah, we all fire. You feel me? Niggas know what time it is.
You see this fucking hat? Beautiful.
Facts. We got new merch. Hit us for merch. But yeah, it's a fabulous day at the studio. Cat's here. I'm here. Jake is on his way, but he'll be here shortly. You feel me? Like I said, it's very hot, but we never stop giving you content. We are here week after week to supply and demand. Definitely hit us up for merch because you see them wearing some of the new merch. We have a bunch of new pieces out, so definitely hit us up if you're interested in that, and we will get that to you. Other than that, I feel like this week I've been so busy where I feel like I'm not really connected to the world this week as I am normally week after week. I've been so busy. Let me tell people a little bit about my week. After I picked up the merch, I had an excruciating weekend at work. It was hot as hell, but I ran into a couple homies that I knew from back in the day, so that was really cool. After that, I went to my cousin's wedding. He got married, so Congrats. Shout out to him for his marriage. Fact. Shout out to him for that. They got married over the over quarantine, but they had their official wedding, like the real wedding, this past weekend. So that was very fun. I feel like during the pandemic and even all the way to now, I've just been so caught up with things I haven't really gotten to take advantage of my time and actually do like fun extra shit. So it's really cool to do that. I started my other job. My current job tried to give me some shit over
Let
it.
us know.
But yeah, it's cool. It's great people over there. Change of scenery, new vibes, new people, things that I can fuck with. And because of everything that I had to deal with the pandemic, they respected my pockets when I pulled up. You feel me? So that's dope. Besides that, yeah, everything is smooth. I feel like it's been a slow week just in terms of music. We have a couple of releases and we'll talk about those later. But really, we're just out here kicking it today. I just want to talk to y'all. Rich, you weren't here last week. How were you?
Yeah, I had to go to a little work event. It was alright. Nothing too crazy.
Sid and Toyel did great in your place.
Yes, they did. They killed it last night. Last week. Had me rolling and whatnot, listening to fucking Toyel. We gotta get her back on the show. But yeah, I honestly feel you, bro, because I've been using this last week to just get ready for my trip on Thursday. I'm going to Vegas for 5 days, and it's about to be 115 degrees and above the entire time. So I don't know how first of all, I don't know how I'm gonna handle that and being outside and whatnot. So there's that to prepare for. But niggas just been booking tables, booking concert tickets, just booking mad shit before we get there, so I don't spend any money basically once I do get there, except on food and whatnot. But
I feel like y'all are taking turns in traveling.
Yeah, we really are.
It's like,
bro, when are you taking a turn, bro?
Then Imani, nigga, what? I got business to do. I can't go anywhere right now.
Bro, you can do business. You know what's crazy? You can do business anywhere, bro.
Nah,
anywhere.
Facts. Everything. There's mad shit I got to do here, though.
I hear it.
There's mad shit I got to do.
No
here,
bullshit
so
though.
I can't take time off.
I will say, after a year of quarantine, have you taken a vacation?
I went to New York. I don't count that as a vacation.
I don't either, because you do that all the time.
Yeah, facts. So nah, not really. I haven't taken a vacation.
My question for you, Dev, if you could take a vacation, where would you go?
Yeah.
Outside the country.
Oh yes.
That wasn't specific enough.
Because there's so many places I haven't been yet.
So
Like,
where
I'd go
was
to
the first
Are we
place you would
thinking
go?
Where's the
Islands?
first
Are we
place? Yeah, I'd
thinking-
probably go to the Caribbean.
Okay.
So I'd probably go somewhere like fucking Jamaica
That's a
or
good
DR
Okay,
or
okay.
Aruba.
He
something
said
like places like
He
that.
said Jamaica
you know?
first. So I'll say this. Jamaica's a wonderful place to
Yes,
go
it
to,
is.
bro.
Yeah.
You should definitely go there because the food is
Amazing.
That's the only reason.
No,
Right there?
That's not the only.
No,
reason.
like out of every place I've been to out of the country, I've been to 4 countries.
Mhm.
The Jamaican food, bro,
It's
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
it's
Not touching
not
Haitian
even.
food.
Oh well,
Oh,
obviously,
no. Oh, okay. As long as
obviously.
y'all know. As long as
I've
they
been, I've
know
been
too.
raised on. I've been
Obviously.
raised on that.
Come
I've been
on.
raised on that. But like compared to all the other countries I've been to, Jamaican food hands down the
Yeah.
best without even like thinking about it, bro.
Yep.
So and then just the culture itself and the island is beautiful. It's beautiful weather. Yeah, you definitely got to
People
go.
are dope.
But I say all this just to say, like, I'm scared, bro. I'm scared to go to Vegas.
Why?
It's gonna be too hot.
And bien.
You can
And-
act up.
Right.
Nah, but like you
If
don't
it's
get
too
it.
hot,
You
shit.
don't.
People are gonna be dressed for the weather.
Okay.
I'm a good man now. All right, I'm trying to behave
Oh.
myself.
You've
you know?
always been a good man.
Nah, I used to be an ain't shit nigga. I will not
Oh,
lie to
glad
you.
you
I'll
said
look
it
y'all
and not
dead in the
me.
eyes and tell you I used to
I'm
be
glad
ain't
he
shit.
said it. And not
But
me.
you know we coming better now. But yeah, it's just like I'm not gonna be able to drink water because last time I was there, niggas barely drank. It was only alcohol and In-N-Out.
That sounds gross.
That does sound gross.
It was amazing.
Your poor stomach.
My poor stomach. I mean, it is what it is. But I don't know. I'm just I'll let y'all know how it is next week. I'm gonna be back 3 shades darker, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
With some crazy tan lines
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully some crazy stories for y'all. But
Okay.
how about you?
I mean, she went to Atlanta. She ain't even
I
telling us.
did.
I was about to press her,
did
bro.
go to
What
Atlanta.
show you been on?
5 minutes.
No, I did go to Atlanta. So Atlanta's jumping. For anybody who's going to Atlanta, there's 3 things I'm gonna let you know. Before you get there, make sure you plan like ahead. If you're going there soon, be aware that you're gonna wait like an hour at least to get into any
what?
place because it's jumping. First off,
An hour.
an hour. Literally
doesn't seem
every
worth it.
place that we've gone
An
to,
hour.
an hour.
Fuck out of here.
The first place we went to, like I think we got there at like 8 or 9, and then we were trying to go to a diner. We had to wait an hour
To get
before-
into a diner.
to get into a diner.
Y'all
But the
niggas
food was
wildin'.
bomb, so it's okay. But it was worth the wait, but at the same time it wasn't because it's so many people are down there. Also, should I put him on blast?
Yeah.
We
She
saw
put who
Cam.
on blast?
We saw a football player.
Oh, I ain't shit. Yeah, go
We
ahead.
saw
Who'd you
Cam
see?
Newton at a taco spot, but he wasn't trying to say he was Cam Newton. But at the end of the day, who else looks like Cam Newton? Go off. And he wasn't with his significant other, so there's that as well.
Oh, who was he with?
Who was he with?
He was with some like, I don't want to say she was Hispanic. She was just like
Could've been his
light
manager.
skin. No, not the way she was touching him. There's no way.
Could have been
No.
his friend.
So probably wasn't Cam Newton.
You feel me?
When I tell you, no, it was Cam Newton because we were looking at Instagram pictures and everything. Had the same tags,
What
had
kind of hair?
everything.
What kind of hair did the nigga have?
The hair that he has now, the
How tall
matted,
was he?
Tall, and he had the same hat too in all the pictures he be wearing.
Was he big?
I could have
Yes.
been. I could have been 2 Chains.
You feel me?
No, it's okay though. I was like, you know what? He probably don't want people to know
Was
he's
he-
here. But my cousin was like, "Are you Cam Newton?" He was like, "No," and I was like, "You're Cam Newton, bro. It's okay."
See, that's the
It's
difference. Like Tristan Thompson would have been like, "Yes, I am him." He
Yeah,
is I.
very much so.
And yes,
Very
you see
much
me
so.
with these
I
women,
am
and you
very
know
much
what?
so.
You can tell anybody in the world, it ain't gonna change shit.
They're
Chloe's
not.
still gonna come back.
We were flashed our last day. We were flashed yesterday.
By women?
No, by a man.
Men?
He-
Wait. Men? Whoa, that's a thing?
We were in like Midtown, and some dude, I don't know what happened to him, but long story short, it went from him hanging out with his friend in the corner, and then next thing you know, man starts pissing out on the street, starts pissing on cars. Then he started shaking his ding-a-ling off, and then next thing you know, he started doing parkour.
Is this when you was putting that shit
Yes.
on Snap, that white guy?
Yes.
Oh,
Then he was
okay.
doing parkour. Next thing you know, he's running up the opposite direction. So,
Was he on
yeah.
drugs?
bro, I don't know, man. And then what's crazy, he had stuff on him that he didn't have the whole time we were watching him. So I really don't know what's going on down there. I don't know what's in the waters. I don't know. But Atlanta's jumping. Surprisingly, no shootings, thank God. But it was a fun time.
What was the club scene like when you actually got in though?
That shit was a movie. The things that I saw out there was just like, oh, niggas is really outside. Niggas is really popping out. Niggas was like, oh yeah, I just had a baby a couple months ago, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I feel like whenever
You're
people
out.
talk about Atlanta, and I've never been there myself, but
Facts.
like when I envision Atlanta, I just think
They're
of like
out.
people doing anything and everything.
Yes, very much
Because
so.
there is not a thing I haven't heard that has been done in Atlanta, and that's insane. I can think of some random ass shit. Atlanta has definitely had that. So when I think of the Atlanta culture, I'm just like, yo, I know there's a lot of rap. I know there's a lot of trap. I think of those two things. And then I know there's a lot of sex out there too.
Oh my God, people are getting busy, corners and all.
Oh, you saw.
Oh wow.
I saw energies from miles away.
Oh, what'd you see? Go ahead, talk to me.
I don't want to put nobody on blast, but
What
like,
Cam Newton on blast.
Facts.
I didn't mean to. That's a crazy
You
thing
asked
too.
us if you could.
I did ask you if I could. What you
But now what you see is not like anybody that actually doing out there gonna listen. So what'd you see?
Well, okay, there was one couple who was throwing me energy.
Throwing you energy.
Yes, sir.
I'm proud of you.
Interesting. Tell me more.
Nah, it was just like, well, Imani, when I'm drunk, you know, I like to tell girls that they're gorgeous.
Nice.
So I pulled up.
Anytime I see Imani on Snapchat with a peace sign, I know she lit. She does this thing where she's just holding it. It's for so long, and that's how you know. But yeah.
Yeah, there was this couple next to us, and I saw the girl. She was having a ball. This was the same person who just had a child. I was like, "You're really pretty," and she's like, "You're really pretty too, babe." Like touching, like caressing, and everything. I was like, "Oh, okay." And then the man, I forgot what she was like. You want to drive the boat? I was like, "Yeah, I'll drive the boat." And then I did it one time. Shorty didn't do it right, so I didn't really get the shot. And then she did it again. And then she was like, yeah, girl, you know how to take a shot. You know how to drive the boat. And she's like, you see her, honey? She know how to drive the boat. And they're both looking at me type crazy. And I was just like,
I see where this is going.
okay. She's like, you want to come to the fight tonight? I was like, yeah, I'll come to the fight tonight. Obviously, I'm drunk. You know.
Is fight the name of a bar?
No. The boxing fight. With Gervonta Davis.
That was in Atlanta.
Yes, that was in Atlanta.
Oh shit.
So
people was out there.
Yes.
They invited you to the fight?
Yeah.
Did you go?
Bro, I knocked out for 6 hours. I woke up at
6
2 o'clock.
hours.
Woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, what did we do today? But you know, that's a brunch day. Darty day.
Heard.
But
This is at a Darty, not
this was at a Darty.
Okay.
Niggas down there are grabby, very much so. Yo, Ma, how you doing? What's up? Oh, I'm okay, thank you. All right, you're real nice today. You look real pretty. I said, okay, thank you. Niggas are consistent. That I will say. The same nigga at the hotel tried to talk to me at least 3 times while we were there. I actually do have a. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do it. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later because. Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
It's only an
Let's
issue.
just say
It's only an issue when you don't want them. If you
Okay.
want them, yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Okay,
Be
no, that's fine.
consistent
That's
as
fine.
much as you want. But if
Okay,
I don't want you, then But yeah, go ahead.
Somebody tried to get me to go to some a motel, not a hotel, in the middle of an industrial area. So it was screaming very much so sexual trafficking vibes. Kept video calling me on Instagram. Yeah.
You was popping Atlanta. Niggas fucked with you.
How long were you there?
4 or 5 days.
Shorty got
Thursday
invited
to-
to a
Thursday to
fight and a
Monday.
threesome in the same sentence. Crazy.
Oh, damn.
Crazy.
Thursday to Sunday?
Yes, sir. No, Thursday to Monday.
God damn. That's what you did in Atlanta? Pray for me.
Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna do in Las Vegas. I feel like people are gonna be jumping.
Well,
over
I'm
there.
going on Friday. So I'll tell y'all this. So Thursday, we're gonna go to the strip club and then casino. That's our chill.
Dude.
The
You didn't go to a
Y'all
strip
should've
club
went
in
to the strip.
Atlanta?
Yeah, you're wild.
That's crazy.
Y'all wild.
No,
Yeah,
you know what it
y'all
was?
wildin'
It was the
for
people
that.
we went with. They like some of them didn't want to go. Some of them did
What's
want
that
to
got
go.
to do with you? Strip club is like a 3-4 a.m. thing. You can go whenever.
Bro,
Niggas could be sleeping.
That would have been all your people.
You feel me?
that would have been on my people.
That would have been all your people. You feel me?
Could have made some nice connections in there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Or
I made
what
some
else?
money too. I wasn't even trying to.
Doing
I was
what?
having a good time. Y'all saw what I was doing on Snapchat. I was having a ball, and niggas was
I didn't peep.
I didn't peep shit.
throwing dollar bills.
Oh, okay. I get what she said. Nah, she just got some money. But
Oh, you
Yeah.
caught some money.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought
yeah.
you said throwing dollar bills on me. I was ready to listen, my nigga. Nah, I was
music
ready to
video type
listen.
shit.
Facts.
Nah, but we going to strip club. Gonna hit the casino. So the first night we there Thursday, that's our relaxing, our chill night. We ain't going too crazy.
As you should.
So Friday we gonna hit a pool party, of course, probably a topless one, and then at night we're going to the Migos concert, and then
Are you laughing at me?
No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
what?
Because, like, the idea of a topless pool party only applies to the women.
Only.
Because niggas
Always
wearing that
topless.
shirt as regular. So it's like, okay, yeah, heard. Okay, continue.
Go off.
What? It's lit.
No, tell me what you're doing in Vegas.
Yeah. So
something about the Migos.
Yeah, I'm going to Migos concert on Saturday.
That should be lit.
Yeah.
I'm hip. Then no, that was Friday. Then Saturday, another pool party, probably not topless. And then at night, we're gonna get a table at Tao's. That's another nightclub. And then Saturday or Sunday, we got another pool party at Dre's where we got a nice little section.
Nice.
And Sunday night, I think we're going back to Dre's for the club too. So,
Ooh, you're gonna have so much fun at Dre's. Go off.
bro, that's where all the celebs be. That's where all the rich people be, bro. We got a table there too, so you already know I'm about to be flexing, finessing. Like, first day I get there, I'm going straight to the mall and just buying outfits. I'm not even bringing that much clothes with me over there, cause
Okay.
I'm trying to get that Cali drip. About to come
Ooh.
back a new nigga, bro.
Facts. Okay. I
Ooh,
respect
speaking
it.
of flexing though, a lot of niggas. Remember when we were having that conversation about quarantine drip? There was a lot of
course.
quarantine drip going on in Atlanta. People wearing matching, non-matching Christian Dior's and complaining about $60 overcharge. Yeah.
I mean, $60 is a crazy.
I'll say this: when you got money, you are stingy with your money. I'd be stingy.
No, but
I'd
they
be
didn't
stingy with
match.
$60.
It wasn't like they went to Christian Dior. They went to like the market and bought that shit.
Oh, so it's fake.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so they was stunting like they had it and they ain't really
There was
had
a
it.
lot of people that were stunting in Atlanta. A lot of people that were stunting.
Could you tell who was a tourist and who was not?
No, cause some people. I don't know if like I feel like in Boston when you go to like Seaport, or even downtown, or even the Commons, people walk with a purpose. Like people know where they're going. Atlanta, everyone looked confused. Like they didn't know where they were going. So it was very hard for me to understand like whether they were tourists and whether they were not tourists. Even at our hotel, everyone was outside in the like
Lobby.
and the not even the lobby, like there was like a little garden or whatever, and like I literally could not tell who was from here and who wasn't because the accents were so similar. So yeah, I don't know. It was like we were probably the only ones that really spoke the way that we spoke. Everybody else sounded the same to us.
Heard.
Yeah.
I gotta visit Atlanta. Sounds like a fun place.
Nah, facts. There's mad shit to do out in all these places now that everywhere is open and everyone is traveling. There's so much to do now.
Wait, wasn't the Versus battle in Atlanta too?
For what? Oh,
So
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow
Yeah.
and
I have
Lil-
no idea if that was in Atlanta.
If it was, we missed it by like one day.
Did y'all watch that?
No.
No.
Nah. I saw Romeo pull up though. That was
did.
interesting.
That's I don't know how to feel about that. That might be a little disrespectful. That's like I wouldn't say the equivalent of Gucci Mane pulling out nigga who shot Jeezy's boy. But it's type disrespectful in a way.
I mean, bro, not really. That shit happened when they were kids. Bow Wow and Romeo, that shit
Right.
happened when they were kids. It's nothing now that they're adults. I think what happened with them two is just like they beefed when they were kids, and it got to the point when they were adults, their paths just never crossed. So it was just like whatever. But I don't think they actually felt anything as adults. You feel me?
I
It's
hear
just
it.
something that happens.
I hear it.
Yeah. It's just something that happens.
But
it's
you
all
should,
good.
with all that being said, Dev, take a trip. Definitely.
I'm hip. I
I'm
should
done.
take
Yeah.
a take a trip
This summer. You
Just
deserve it, bro.
one,
We got 2 months left.
Exactly.
I
Three.
might.
I'm taking
might.
New York trip next month too.
Honestly though, if you're trying to go to the island, I recommend in October.
Yo, I wanted to go. Shit, I wanted to take a trip. I think maybe about a month or two ago, and something happens along the line, so I wasn't able to go. But I was ready, and I am still trying to go out of there, because when I take trips, I have so many fucking responsibilities over here. So when I can take a trip, it's just a break away from all of that shit.
Exactly.
So yeah, I definitely need to take a trip coming up pretty soon. The day Dev takes a trip, that's probably when the season will be over. I'll keep it a rack with you. I'll probably be when the season's over, when I take a trip. But yeah, we'll definitely be lit and everything like that. All right. We can move on to the next thing. Things to talk about. BET Awards happened over this weekend, right? So things about the BET Awards, right? That shit just so happened to be on TV. I had no idea that they were pulling up, and I don't even understand that in terms of marketing from the BET side. BET Awards is the biggest thing that they do, that and the Hip Hop Awards every single year. So the fact that I was just scrolling one day and it just so happened to be on, and it actually looked like
dope.
Yeah, they upped everything in terms of their productions, the people that they had there. They had all the stars pulling up to the BET Awards. And I remember over the years they tried to make just BET in general feel more celebrated. They feel like, well, people say that because BET is for us, we always like shit on things ran by us, you feel me? So BET never got their proper love, or people feel like BET never gets their proper love just because they're BET, and people look for Grammys and other sources of validation instead of accepting the validation that they're given by their own people. But now, within recent times, it looks like BET is actually starting to step their shit up again. People are starting to actually show up to the events, because mad people would get nominated in the past. They wouldn't even pull up to the event. Niggas really didn't care about BET.
They really didn't.
But now people are starting to put more time into it. And yeah, the award shows were actually pretty clean this year. I saw some really dope performances. I was confused because Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak won Best Group with one song. So I was confused, but
with one song,
they got Best Group of the Year.
They got Best Collab
over fucking Migos and Chloe and Halle and other shit like that. But
sickening.
The fact that Dirk didn't win a single award after his year is criminal. Like, that's actually criminal, bro. He didn't win a single fucking award. And I'm heated for my mans. I can't stand the BET Awards after that shit.
Nah, I feel you. I feel like Dirk is like just recently getting mainstream eyes, and it's crazy because Dirk has always worked with mainstream artists back in the day, but because of his music and his sound, he was never seen as a mainstream artist. So within the past year, I think now his name is starting to get mentioned with all of these other people. So I think now more people are starting to pay attention to him. So in the future, I could definitely see Dirk winning something.
You don't think after the year he had last year, he deserved to win an award?
For sure, but what? What would he win?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. If you had to pick
Best
one.
male artist.
No.
You can't do
Baby.
that, baby. Yeah.
Best album?
They're
No.
one
Best song?
A,
No.
one B for last year.
Roddy.
Last
DaBaby.
year? Fuck Roddy. Roddy barely dropped anything last year, if anything. And DaBaby his music is the same shit. What was that fucking song he just dropped?
No, I hear you,
Bro,
but like we've been saying that about DaBaby, but like you gotta understand the thing about DaBaby is he sometimes doesn't miss. Like if you go back to his latest projects,
you can't say sometimes doesn't miss. It's either you don't miss or you miss.
Because you got to think about he drops hits.
Yeah, he does.
Like his albums. Every song is not going to hit on his albums, but in terms of the ones he chooses to be his singles, he drops hits every single time. You feel me? If you go back to maybe his last 3 to 4 projects, you can find the one where it was just like, oh yeah, I remember when I was on the radio for dumb long.
Yep.
Like his
so he's
his
good at getting
tape.
hits. Yes, he's good at making hits.
So that's why he has a great
mainstream.
year, and he gets all of these features.
But I was about to
he's
say
on
he's
everyone's
on everything.
Shit.
Yes,
exactly. So you can't deny the type of artist that DaBaby is. You feel me?
I understand that.
That's why I'm saying there could be a lot of people. There could be a lot of reasons why Dirk wouldn't win something. Because if you can think of a category he would be in, I could think of someone else who is more deserving of it. You feel me?
No, I don't feel you, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, but you're Dirk. I'm like, that's your guy.
Yeah, it's like.
So you're gonna feel personally
when was the last time
affected.
Future won something?
And yeah,
and that's Future.
Future doesn't. I understand, but Future's different. That nigga's his music like isn't made to win awards and whatnot. Like Dirk be speaking.
Life
to
is
you.
Good went 6 times platinum.
That's not. That's just a hit. That's
okay.
that's a hit. You didn't make that song to win an award though. Is what I'm saying.
I'm hip. Nobody
Like,
does.
I don't know. J. Cole be making music. I feel like on purpose. Like yo,
To
I'm about
purposely win awards.
to like show these niggas like who I am. And
Oh no, facts.
Yeah.
as a
I
result,
don't think for rewards though. I think he just does it for himself.
Yeah. He
I
really
know.
don't
He
care.
knows. He knows, bro. We gonna give him his flowers when he drops shit. So I feel like he
Sure.
holds himself to a certain level, and as a result, he's gonna get awards for that.
I feel you. Let me just be the one to say this: J. Cole's only Grammy is a song with 21 Savage, and it's not even J. Cole's song.
That's so sickening.
So that's why when I say like, yeah,
So
all
these
these
music
artists
awards really
are
don't
great.
make sense.
No, they really
They don't. They never
they really
award
don't.
you know
It's really
everyone
for
that they
show.
should award.
It's really for show.
Yeah, it's all for the labels. It's
Yeah.
all like mainstream eyes. That's what it all is. That's why everyone had such a big issue when they did Roddy as dirty as they did him
Yeah.
the last Grammys. You feel me? Just because all the artists who were supposed to win, or all the artists that make sense to win, they don't.
Didn't. Yeah, no.
You guys really didn't see any promo for BET?
No.
I feel like I saw a promo all last week for it.
Maybe 15 minutes before the show.
No, I did not.
I
I
don't
literally
see
went on
anything.
Instagram and saw like pictures of people's outfits, and I said, "Oh, that's
Yeah,
today."
that's when I learned. That's the fucking
Okay.
red carpet. That's when I learned.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, okay. I
Some
guess.
outfits were questionable, by the way, but go off.
What do y'all think about
Coyle Ray and her mans.
No.
No, we're not gonna
No,
do it.
what?
I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna.
Koi, you're great. Koi, you're great.
But,
Fuck with her. I
there's
fuck with her
just
personality. Like she real. She
She know what
comfortable
she's
with who
supposed
she
to
is.
do, yeah, but like
Stop
certain
trying
time
to
and
chase a hit.
space. Oh,
Stop
whoa,
trying to
oh,
chase
wow.
a hit.
oh.
You-
We
No
were talking
More
about
Parties was
outfits,
great.
and he just went.
No More Parties was great.
Okay.
Dirk was great on that song. It was your first hit single. I get it. But because of that one song, it literally projected her into all of these new lights. And now everyone thinks she's about to be the next best thing.
Oh
And
no.
because of that,
Oh, no.
no. When Coyle Ray did her little thing, a lot of people were putting her as up next. You feel me?
No, I did
But
not. I apologize.
I think all of that is now starting to go to her head, and I think she is now trying to chase another hit. That's what I think of when I see all these new songs that she
Well-
dropping coming out left and right. Like some of these songs, she dropped one with Kodak over the weekend, and it was smooth.
It's number 3 right now.
Of course, because it's Coyle Ray. She has a buzz right now.
I was
That's
about
what
to
I'm
say you
saying.
can't hate it.
She has a buzz, but she is also trying to chase another hit.
Yeah, she is.
That's why she's dropping release after release after release. Like, yo, if I was her, I would have done No More Parties, and then maybe you would have got one more song after me, and then after that, the album. And that's it. But I feel like her, she's trying to just keep chasing the same buzz that she got off of No More Parties. So that's why she's dropping the one with Kodak, dropping the one that sounded like a Playboy Cardi track. All these features, and mind you, all these features that she's now getting, I
fire.
don't think.
Pooh Shiesty carried that song, bro.
No,
Wasn't
no,
it
no,
her?
no,
Yeah,
not
okay.
the features that she is getting, the features that she's doing for other people.
Oh, okay.
Y'all good.
Like she is getting so popping where Coyle Ray is now starting to feature on a lot of other people's music. And to me, her features aren't really pulling like that, but it is what it is. She's still a new artist and trying to, build and define her sound. But my advice to you, Coy, and hey, I ain't shit, I'm just a podcaster, but stop trying to chase, that single and just move on to the next. But what I did want to ask y'all,
He's going off.
what I did want, it's hot. What I did want to ask y'all was, what did y'all think of the whole DaBaby and Megan Thee Stallion situation? Did y'all peep that?
I can
I
understand
did.
why she feels the way she does 100%, especially if he told her that he would
Let's
not
not do that,
be
yeah.
making music with this man and then proceeds to make a song with him. Now, to me, it would be different if the song was made before the incident happened.
It was. Okay, let me give some preface. Let me give the backstory, right? So what we're talking about,
It's because he was promoting it then, right?
yeah, or something.
I mean,
let me get backstory, and then
yeah.
we can talk about it in full. So what happened? A couple of weeks ago, Tory Lanez dropped a single with DaBaby called "Scat."
Didn't even hear it.
And
Same.
it's doing numbers. It did what he had to do. Then the original story, Tory promoted that song maybe months ago, like months and months ago, but it never came out. Megan was like, yo, that's just mad old shit. It's not going to get cleared anyway. Don't even worry about that. in reference to DaBaby being on the song, because like I said last week or whenever we talked about it, I was like, DaBaby and Megan are like this. So the fact that Tory is working with DaBaby, it could draw up a lot of questions. You feel me? But back then, Meg was like, yeah, that shit's not getting cleared and it's never gonna come out. So we thought DaBaby was rocking with Megan, and then eventually the song ended up coming out. So now, when it first came out, Tory was the only person promoting it. He was the only person promoting it. And I think after it went number 1 on YouTube and it started like trending and catching more buzz, then DaBaby started promoting it. And then fans are just like asking, yo, if that's your dog and you know what happened, how could you support this? Or how could you work with blah, blah, blah? And DaBaby's stance is, hey, yo, that is none of my business. And no one really knows anything. This is just a business move. Like him working with Tory, he was saying, this is just business. But what's happening with them is none of my business. And he was trying to say, like, yo, I still got love for you, Megan. When that shit happened with Tory, I checked Tory and I told him all that other shit. And even he was saying that he didn't even clear the song to come out. Like, you could do a song for somebody, but if it's not your song, you don't have to say if it comes out or not. So he did the song a long time ago. He did the song before the incident. But ultimately, it's Tory and Tory's label's decision if the song comes out or not. So that was DaBaby stance during this whole thing.
Now, let me get my point off, and then I'm gonna let you go off because I know you got a lot to say. I'm just saying, I can understand both sides, but my thing is, it all depends on what DaBaby told Megan before all of this started. Exactly. And if he told her beforehand, I'm not gonna work with this man, I'm not gonna support him, I'm not gonna do all that, then he shouldn't have promoted it. He can't do it. He's right. He can't do anything after it's out. Like, all right, he should have just stayed quiet. But him promoting it, him promoting working with Tory after all this happened, and him saying, or I don't know specifically or remember if he did say that to Megan, like, I'm not gonna promote this shit or do any of that. But if he said that, then she has every right to feel the way she does, and he's in the wrong. But that's my 2 cents on it.
How do you feel though if it's really none of your business? Because parts I agree with Meg, but parts I agree with DaBaby too. Like, yo, none of us really know. Like, we believe her because we choose to believe her.
I mean,
but no one really knows what happened. So like, who am I to get involved in whatever shit y'all got going on? I see a business move. Hey, I'm gonna just do my thing and then bounce. Like I always did. You feel me?
You see, we've had these conversations before, like where if 2 of your friends are fighting and try to put you in the middle of it, what do you do? And you mind your fucking business. You don't get involved in it at all.
If you're cool with both parties, yeah.
And which he is. And he got himself involved in the business. Yeah. So that's his problem. It's his fault. I can't feel bad for the nigga for putting himself in the situation that he should have been,
but he didn't.
Trying to avoid.
All he did
promoted it. He
promoted a song.
Did he say
that he was on?
I need to know.
That went number 1.
I need to know.
How did he not promote that?
I need to know. Did he tell Megan, I'm not gonna support this man?
How would we know?
So we don't know that.
I don't know shit.
All right, then if
nobody knows shit.
I thought there was a quote.
Right.
I thought there was a quote. Oh, then by all means,
nobody knows shit.
Oh, then my nigga need to make his money. He got to eat too. That's my stance. I thought there was a quote out there where DaBaby was like, "Yo,
I got you."
Yeah, because I know their relationship to the fact like weren't they like potentially gonna work on an album together?
I remember that back.
So like that like
back
if that's their relationship, I'm thinking they're really tight.
Exactly.
You feel me? So I'm assuming they've had that conversation.
Exactly.
Which is where I'm like, all right, if that's like me, I'm looking at the situation like, yo, this is me and Imani.
I got you.
And one of my boys did something to Imani, right? That's how I'm looking at the situation. Not like DaBaby. I'm DaBaby. She's Meg, and that nigga is Tory. So if she told me like, yo, I don't want you working with him, I don't want you supporting him, he did this to me, I should say, I don't even know how I would approach that situation. I'd probably be like, you're right, yeah.
I have the tweets. I'm going to read the tweets, and then after the tweets, I'm going to let you just go. Okay, so I'm going to just read the tweets. So for Megan, she started the public shit on Twitter. So she said, support me in private and publicly do something different. These industry men are very strange. The situation ain't no damn beef, and I really wish people would stop downplaying it like it's some internet shit for likes and retweets.
Okay.
She then followed it up by saying, justice is slow, as we've all seen. Back to my good day. And then DaBaby quote retweeted Megan. And hey, if you quote retweet, that means you're willing to take all the smoke. I appreciate it. So he quote retweeted Megan and said, you done let these folks get the best of you, thug. I don't got no bad energy for you. You know like I know. You know like I know. I ain't no industry nigga. Let them fool you into thinking that you tripping. Stand on what you stand on without feeling like I'm against you. Stay focused. And then she says, my stance hasn't changed at all. Yours has. We already spoke about this in private, and you specifically said this ain't even no good business move. Why would I promote that shit? But now
that's what I read. That's what it was. Yeah.
But now this ain't your beef. That ain't real. But stay on your business, G. DaBaby followed that up by saying, hold on, I'll find it. He followed that up by saying,
That's what I read, which made me think. Yeah, that's where I got that line of thinking from.
Oh, these niggas tweet so fucking much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. He followed it up by saying, you ain't tweeting nothing I ain't tell that nigga directly. I told him the same shit. LOL. Whoever cleared it. So what? Shit still ain't enough of my business for motherfuckers to be feeling some type of way about my pretty chocolate ass. Getting into that, don't feed my people. And then Megan Thee Stallion's boyfriend, Pardison, came in and he was like, hey, yo, fam. Matter of fact, after this, you ain't even gotta direct her, bro. You ain't even gotta address her, bro, after this shit. Calling him a clown and all this shit, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, I got the tweet right here. Pardison, Fontaine said, you a clown-ass nigga doing clown-ass shit, then trying to backpedal. Nigga, that's what it is. You don't ever gotta address her again. Yep. DaBaby put a laughing emojis, and I can tell he probably had a big ass smile on his face. Nigga started quoting Beyonce. You must not know about me. You must not know about me.
Hell, he a troll.
Yeah, and then after that, I don't know. This nigga just wanted to say, yo, who am I? No, I'm gonna let Imani go after this. He's like, yo, who am I to get involved with another man's woman about another man? So that's why DaBaby's like, yo, keep me out of that shit. Don't involve me about a man's woman addressing another man. Keep me out of that shit. Imani, go ahead.
Okay. Whether he said it or not, I'm looking at it from her perspective. Like if I'm playing like Darnell's DaBaby, I'm gonna look at Darnell funny. Because if they did have a conversation, and I'm playing it on if this is what was said. If it was said that he's not going to do no business, it's not even that deep. Because he said in the tweet, like, this is not even that big for me to be feeling no type of way. If it wasn't that.
He didn't say that. She said he said that. But he didn't actually.
He didn't confirm what he said.
Like, he didn't confirm that he said that.
But when you read a tweet that said, like, this ain't even my business to be... Like,
oh yeah, he did say that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, if that's the case, why are you so? He's like defensive at this point. Like the way he's tweeting, the way he's trolling. Like he could have left that shit alone. They could have had a conversation. Let it be what it is. But instead of that, now the situation got blown out of proportion because now he's adding in his little petty ass comments, talking about his chocolate ass skin. Ain't nobody dragged your own chocolate ass skin into it. Like, stop being funny. It's not funny. This is a situation that was traumatic for her. You're her nigga. So just clear it what it was. I feel like, if anything, the only reason I could see him doing it is his label being like, okay, no, like, we understand the situation, but this is a good business move. You might not see it that way, but this is how we see it. And he probably had no other choice but to do it. Now, if that's the case, then okay, go ahead and do it. But if you're going to tell her one thing and then go behind her back over some money, yeah, she's gonna look at you like it's funny. I don't feel like I respect Party for getting into it, but at the same time I don't, because he should have just left it between them two and let them go back and forth. Because now now it's just adding on to the trolling, like Darnell said. Now it's just adding on to the funny business, and it's not a funny situation. This is a traumatic situation. This is something that now is being reminded, because one, this was somebody that she was also friends with, and not only did she lose one friend, she's now losing another friend who's adding on to the bullshit. So I feel like DaBaby, if I'm hoping this was just a business move and he, just had no other choice. But him going about it the way he did, like Tory, just makes it seem like, fuck it. Like, you want to act like him? Okay, be on some funny business. You acting like any regular industry nigga, just like Tory.
Now, let me ask you a question, right? You said that if we have a conversation about it,
right?
Cool. We had a conversation about it,
right?
Now I'm just we had our conversation,
right,
so
right,
now
right.
I'm just supposed to let you attack me publicly and not defend myself.
I think I could see her publicly. Because we don't know this shit. We don't know what's going on.
I'm talking about her and DaBaby.
Yeah, I could see.
That was there for everyone to see.
Right, I could see her.
So if I had a conversation with you privately,
right,
but now you're bringing it to a public space,
right,
I just let that rock and don't even defend my name?
Because it's funny. She's calling him out at that point. She's calling him out. Because if they had a conversation
call me out in private, you don't have to do everything in public.
Because now if you're gonna put my shit out in the world, okay, if you want to talk like that, we can talk like that now.
I'm gonna respond how I feel like I should respond, not how you want me to in this situation.
Like, we could have handled it smooth behind scenes, but the
he didn't
minute
give
you
her,
decide to hit the tweet button, now I'm being petty. Fam, you started it.
But I feel like the only way I could see her doing that is one, she just being petty, or two, he didn't give her the proper, like, hey, listen, I know we had a conversation, but like, this is what happened. This is what I had to do, and just keep it moving. The only way I could see her just blowing up like that is either one, people are hyping her up to the point where like we have to understand, like, we're not in her shoes. We don't know what she went through.
For sure.
So she could probably have had a conversation with him in private, but if people are constantly reminding her of the situation that brings back to original situation, someone's gonna have their breaking point one way or another. I'm not saying it's not right. Everyone in the whole situation has their own way that they shouldn't have never like done. She should have never brought it up in person. He should have just been the bigger person, like, you know what? She went through a lot. She probably looking at me like I broke her trust. I'm not her friend no more. Let me just be there instead of being like a clown ass nigga on Twitter trolling and shit. And Party should have just left it alone and not opened his big mouth. Because it literally, once Party got into it, it went from Megan and DaBaby to Party and DaBaby. And that was not, Party had no business to be in this situation. I understand that's his girl, but like, it really doesn't affect him like that the way it affects her. So everyone had their part in where it went wrong, but everyone should have took the time to just calm down. But then again, we've had this conversation. Social media doesn't allow people to do that. So
what is it about men and their ego that always make us feel like we gotta step in? Sometimes I feel like, yo, if Shorty got it, she got it, yo.
Nah, she
but
got it.
We always feel like we have to interject.
But
like,
like,
yo. And then we could make shit worse. Potentially.
Yep.
Yeah,
there's a difference, though. Like, you can speak your mind if you're speaking facts. I will gladly let you speak your truth, however you feel. But if you're slandering my name and making up lies and saying shit that ain't true, of course I'm gonna interject and speak up. Because
no, I'm talking about Party
though.
Party's role.
You were just talking about Party.
Party feeling the need to interject.
I thought you meant men in general.
Party. Men in general do that. What Party did?
Well, I mean, if you see your girl, if
her man would have done that shit.
I mean, it's just to save your mindset. Like, you don't want your girl feeling like she's alone and fucking dealing with a nigga one-on-one, especially because it's another man. Mm-hmm. If it was like a woman, I guarantee you he probably wouldn't have said anything. But the fact that it's a man, he probably felt like, yo, I have to say something because he's probably talking wild to my girl right now, disrespecting my girl. What am I gonna look like, a simp? Let another man disrespect my girl and not say anything? So that's probably how he took it.
The thing is, I read DaBaby's tweet, and him being from the South, that looked very polite.
No, I get it. No.
He worded that shit very politely. And so I was like, I didn't see the need for Party to interject. You feel me?
But yo,
but he was being smart with his comments, though.
He was, but he was using his words correctly. He knew what he was doing.
He's PC, not PC, but like, he knows how to talk.
Yes,
he knows how to talk.
He's been in front of a lot of cameras now that he knows how to word himself correctly.
Exactly.
I still think he could clown ass nigga at times. It's okay though.
And it got to the point where they were supposed to have a performance together.
Slow.
With DJ Khaled at the BET Awards.
Oh yes.
And when it was time, Megan came first, but the second her verse was done, she walked out.
Yep.
For real?
Yeah, she left the performance the second her verse was done, and then DaBaby followed up like a few seconds after.
Mm-hmm.
That's
she pulled up on one stage,
Imagine
left,
that.
and then like DaBaby came up on the other side of the stage.
I respect it though.
They still did the performance.
No,
She
they
still did the
performance.
performance. She
Facts.
still did her job, and even though we saw it, like it wasn't anything like type crazy, like where they both came on, looked at each other, and made it mad hot. You come on, I come on, we do our business, we get paid, and then go our separate
But that
ways.
makes me sick. The fact that we're letting this other random third party get in the way of what's happening between like me and you.
That's what I was saying.
Because like if I'm DaBaby, I'm like, yo, shorty, I get it. The situation was traumatic, but you're mad at me for something that I did before all of that happened. The fact that their team went ahead and ran with it, cool. That's one thing. But like, I did that shit way before all that happened. So like, and it's not like I did anything new with this person. All this shit is old shit that they're just putting out. But now because I did the old shit and my name is attached to it, you're now mad at me. And I'm just like, nah. So and if I know all of that shit and I know like, yo, I wasn't really in the wrong. I'm just involved with someone who did my homie dirty. And now you want to publicly slander my name over that shit? Yeah, I would have problems with that too. Because if we were true homies, you feel me, then we probably could have found another way to just make everyone be on the same page. You feel me?
This is just a case of logic versus emotion.
Oh yeah, well,
Point blank period.
there's no logic in emotion. Is that not a factual statement? There's no logic in emotion.
He said she said shit. Like,
Facts.
They're both saying what only they know what the fuck was really said, and only they can understand the dynamic. So all of what we're doing is just interjection and just assumptions. So
from all different areas.
Exactly.
Do y'all agree with that statement though? There's no logic in emotion.
When you're acting emotional, when you're acting off emotions, yes, there is no logic.
There's no logic in emotion.
No.
Like if you ever get mad, because you gotta say, if you ever get mad,
you do stupid
there's
shit.
not something that was like, oh, okay, yo, something logically happened where now I'm mad. Like, no, you feel mad because you're feeling mad. There's no logic to that. You feel me?
Well, some things happen that can make you mad.
Yeah.
Well, no, but facts. But okay. Maybe I'm not
that's where
wording
you
it
confuse
correctly.
me.
Maybe I'm not wording it correctly. So when I say there's no logic in emotion,
okay,
right? There could have been something that
led up to it,
caused it.
Okay,
facts, but you can't logically explain.
You could do what you're about to say. You can use for happiness, sadness, love.
You just feel that way. If I'm happy, I'm happy. If
but
I'm sad, I'm sad. I'm mad,
external
I'm mad.
factors that are doing that. Like you're annoyed because of the heat.
You're right.
External factors are making you that way.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's not for no reason.
That's the logic in it.
That's
when we're
it's the stimuli. It's the
yeah.
stimuli. It's the stimuli. That's the logic.
Okay, no, yeah. I get it. No. This is what I meant to say.
Okay.
Yes, there is logic in emotion.
Okay.
What I meant to say was, you cannot use emotion to argue logic. That is what I meant to say.
Oh yeah,
that is what I meant to say. You cannot use emotion to argue
that
logic.
way.
Because I felt that way.
Wow.
That is why this happens. Yeah, that is what I meant to say.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
There is
Okay,
no
that makes
instance
sense.
in when you can use emotion to justify logic.
That makes sense.
Okay, yes, thank you.
There
That is what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
I'm happy we're able to get to that.
I will if. Oh my gosh, you getting me heated right now. Got me in flashbacks. Oh.
That remind you of a certain situation?
Right.
It reminds me of multiple females, bro. Multiple women trying to use their emotions to justify actions when shit doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
Yeah, that's actually what I was trying to say.
You break it down to a part A, B, C. 1A, 1B, 1C. How the fuck did we get here? Because you was mad? All right, you're a dumbass.
And that's what I was trying to say when I was like, there's no logic in emotion sometimes.
I like to break it down
wording
like this.
It better.
This is what I like to do. Like, when it comes to emotion, I like to do like this. All right, word. So you got emotional, so you did this. Would you turn like to this?
No. When I do that,
Would you turn like to this?
So quick when I do that.
I love that shit because then you make people like self-reflect.
I turn into an asshole.
I love doing that shit. So like,
you go from start to finish.
No, so like you got mad, which made you do this, and I didn't respond, which made you do that. So you decided to do that, thinking it was gonna make things better. What did you what were you trying to? You know what I'm saying? Like when you break it down like that, people just like.
But the same could be said the other way. I could be like, well,
Oh yeah, no, for
you,
sure. No, for sure. You
if
can use that.
I can say that same, I can say the same thing. What do you mean? Because you did this, I feel like the appropriate response is to do this, that.
Well,
and
that's
the
if you're that is if
She
something
introduced
happened.
something else.
That is if something happened. That is if I did something to make you mad. I understand that.
Okay.
Now, if you just doing if you just acting off emotion, and I did nothing to cause that, I wasn't the stimuli. Why are you taking that shit out on me?
Okay. That's
Why am I the one
okay.
dealing with this shit?
Okay. But also, I could say, I could say in that way, like, I feel like when I do that to people, it's because, like, if I don't want to do it to other people, like, I could get mad at you.
For what?
No, relax. Let me finish. I could be like, you know what? I'm gonna lash out at Darnell. We'll get heated. We'll say little shit here and there. But then after that, it'll be a new day. But other people, I can't do that.
My point is,
I'm not saying it's right for me to do it, but I can see why somebody would want to do that because they're comfortable with you.
So you're talking. Okay, I hate when you know what's crazy. I was fucking with a girl.
Pardison.
I was fucking. What she just said got me heated because I was fucking with a girl, right?
Okay.
And you know what the fuck she said to me? She said what you just said. She's like, I like to get you mad sometimes because I like looking at your face.
No, I never said that. I never said I like to get you mad.
That's what you
no,
just
I
That's
said
not
no,
what she
That's
said.
not what I said.
But what Darnell said was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's not what I said. What I said was, if I'm upset and I'm around you two, I know I can be in that mindset around you two because y'all gotta take it for whatever it is and move
different.
whatever.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Okay, all right.
I feel like if you do something in retaliation because I made you upset instead of saying what made you upset, I think that's childish.
1,000%. We're adults.
If
you
you
can
say,
communicate.
yo, I did this because you did that, instead of just acknowledging what I did that you just didn't fuck with. If you was just like, oh yeah, action, just reaction,
Oh, no,
and
I
then
don't do
that's
that. I
it,
don't
I'm
do
just
that.
like, nah, it's childish.
You're immature.
I voice my problems as I'm doing the petty shit. So because you're doing this, because you did X, Y, and Z, I'm now going to do this, that, and the fourth.
And you're gonna say that.
Yes, I'll send it, text, call. It doesn't matter. You will know why you. got
Why
me
even
upset.
Do you
play
feel
that
the
game?
need to get back at people?
No, I don't feel the
when
need
they
to
make you
get back
upset?
at people. I'm just the type of person where if I don't say it out loud, I'm gonna take it in.
My
so I'd
point
rather
is-
let you know what it is that you did to get me upset.
Okay.
And why. So when you see me moving the way I'm moving, you know why I am moving that particular way.
Why continue to fuck with said person if what they did is causing you to move another way? Why not even just remove yourself from the situation?
They don't want to give up right away.
So
Wanna
so
give us
why?
chances.
I don't.
So you
I
moving
feel like-
different is it's not gonna help the situation.
They're hoping it does.
That's my point though. Like, two wrongs don't make a right.
Two wrongs don't make a right, but I also feel like nobody's perfect. So everyone has their fucking moment where they do something
So
stupid.
why are you gonna switch up on them just because you did something stupid?
Because they need to understand that they got me upset and not to do it again.
And they hope in witnessing that you care enough
And
to
if-
make a change in
exactly.
whatever you did to make them
And
upset.
if you don't, then you could keep it pushing.
So you communicating that you're upset with me
Yes.
and us having a conversation and us working through it
Right.
is less productive and efficient than you telling me what I did and you responding by saying, I'm going to move this way now because you did that. Rather than us communicating and working it out together, you'd rather do the latter?
Well, I'm saying it for me because when I get upset, there's no speaking to, you already know this. There's no speaking to me like
There's no logic.
there's
no logic. And we're back.
there's no logic. Okay, yes,
And
there's
we're
no
back.
logic.
That's what I was trying to say.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
no,
right.
I'm with you.
Okay,
I'm
all right.
adding to what you're saying because
Okay.
I hear exactly what you're saying, right? And to answer Darnell's thing, we can't expect people to be 100% logical right away
Yeah,
because
no.
at that moment they're acting off emotion.
Yep.
So yeah,
And
I could
instead
be
of-
like,
yep.
yo, I'm gonna talk to you about this, that, and that because of blah blah blah. But in order to do that, I already
need to
had
be-
to vent out everything that I was
Exactly.
feeling at the moment. So I could
Exactly.
do that, but at the moment.
I need to release it.
I gotta do it this way because
Right.
at this very moment, this is
You
the
got me
only
hot.
way I can let you know that I'm hot. Later, after I cool off, take my 10 minutes, then I can
We
come
can
back
have a
and be like,
conversation. Exactly.
all right, I was wilding, but this is why I was wilding. You feel me?
Exactly.
But they're hoping the time where they're reacting instantly, you at least care enough to be like, oh, well, yo, this is how she blew up. Yo, it must have been some deep ass shit. You feel me?
My thing is though, like, we're all smart enough to know that, or in control of our emotions to know that, like, yo, some shit can happen, but like, we don't have to blow up in that moment. It's how we choose to react to the situation. Like, yo, some fucked up shit can happen right now, And I could either shut down or just take it for what it is and just, what's it called? Rationalize that internally and then vent that shit out.
I mean, yeah,
like we all know how to handle our emotions. It's just like in situations like that, is we choose to express our emotions because we probably feel extremely comfortable with the person we with. That's all it is. So
that's what I was saying, comfortability.
Yeah, but it's still not the best way to handle situations.
For sure.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely happens. I'm just saying it shouldn't happen as often as it does because I feel like communication is the best way to do it. Like, yo, I just saw you just did this. I'm extremely upset now. I'm gonna go over here and do this. You know what I mean?
Sometimes people gotta. Sometimes people don't even know how to communicate that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And that's
Like
that's
me,
a whole nother story.
I'm
That's
here,
a
but
whole
like
nother
me,
story. Yeah.
I've been able to read people in situations where I can see something about to go down, maybe hours, days ahead of time, weeks ahead of time. Maybe I don't say anything right then and there because I just hope that shit doesn't happen. But I see it coming. I see it coming. Would I say anything right then and there that maybe could prevent anything?
No.
If it doesn't benefit me at the moment, I might not say anything, hoping that whatever is going on resolves itself before it blows up. But sometimes it blows up.
Yep.
But if you had enough time and you saw that coming, you can react how you need to react and make everything go smoothly. It's when you don't see it coming and now it's just mad niggas reacting. Then that's when everything blows up. You feel me? But like you said, okay, now we've all like dealt with this, so we know this. Yeah, some people haven't experienced that shit. Yep. You know disappointment. Imani knows disappointment. I know disappointment. Jake knows disappointment. So we all know how to address people when it comes to that point. Other people, they might not have experienced that, or they might not be able to control or communicate their emotions effectively. So it just looks like this.
Yep. Everyone has their own learning periods.
I'll say this. Some people haven't learned how to properly cope
and some people won't.
That's all it is.
Facts.
That's all it is.
Some people won't.
And that's all about environment and whatnot. Like I said, that's a whole nother fucking conversation. But like, I still believe that you can be logical while having emotions. And that's honestly my. It's a fault of mine to be honest, because I'm just like, yo, when people try to use their emotions to justify shit, I'm like, yo, you're not a fucking child. It doesn't work like that, so it doesn't fly with me. And that's honestly my issue with people, or when I'm dealing with people. So I gotta let off that.
There's a third layer into that too. Like you said, yo, you can use logic to. What did you say? You use logic for what? For your emotions? There's something I wanted to add to what you said. I
use logic to interpret and internalize my emotions.
Okay.
Essentially, so
to you,
if something bad happens, I'm gonna think like, all right, if I react this way, like, what's gonna happen? Like, what is gonna happen for me yelling and screaming? Like, people are gonna be like, what's going on? I don't want people knowing about what the fuck is going on right now.
Okay.
You see, that's how I think about shit. Like, all right, if I do this, what's gonna happen?
And then how does that affect morals? Because you use logic, emotions. Now when it comes to morals, that's the third layers to it as well.
I like to think I have very good morals.
I'm hip, but I could use logic to be like, okay, let me think this whole thing out. Okay, I just thought out of a pathway and that is going to make me happy. Or I just thought of a pathway that makes me mad, blah, blah, blah. So I can think of all that shit. But then the question that I have to ask right after that, okay, yeah, doing that shit logically makes sense, and that would make me happy. Next question, is it morally correct, though?
Well,
would that go against my morals? Would that go against somebody else's morals? It's just a conversation. It's just something to think about when you're dealing with all of these things. You feel me?
I hear what you're saying, and I have that internal conflict all the fucking time.
Morals
do I want to pay for this?
Question.
Do I want to pay for this because it would make me so much happier to save this money? But I'm not a thief, so I'm gonna pay for this. I have that internal dilemma all the fucking time. It's just like, yo, there's obviously right and wrong.
Doing this would make me so happy, and it makes so much sense to do it.
But it's not right.
It would make that person feel fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's not right.
You feel me?
It's just
it makes the complete sense in the world to me. I'm gonna be happy as shit if I do this. If I only care about myself, and it's selfishness also. But like, if I only care about myself, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. But hey, that person, her, she might not fuck with it. It might not be the moral right thing to do. So I gotta check myself for that shit. You feel me?
I like to think I'm not that selfish to the point where I would not give a fuck about how another person feels. I'm not that selfish anymore.
Word.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm not that
He used to be bad.
We've been to a couple funerals.
I'm not.
He used to be bad.
I'm not that selfish anymore. I've learned that, you know, you gotta take other people's feelings into consideration before you act out, and it has made my life a lot better and more peaceful. So,
As it should.
which is why I speak this way. I've learned from experience. I'm speaking from experience.
You don't know how someone's gonna react off of your actions, you feel me? A lot of people don't use logic when they're thinking about other people's emotions. A lot of people don't even think about morals when it comes to other people's emotions. So it is definitely a good conversation to have, communicate with everybody, because DaBaby and Megan, hey, yo, those two, I remember when they came out, when they like got hot back in the day, we said those two were gonna be running shit together. And if you look at the present, yo, those two respectively have been doing their thing since they popped off. So it would just be really sad to see a strong friendship like that die off because of something like this. You feel me? So, hey, yeah, learn how to fucking effectively communicate with everybody, and you might not have to deal with this. You feel me? You might not have to deal with that. All right, let's talk about new music that came out recently.
There wasn't a lot that dropped this weekend.
Hold on. There wasn't. Doja Cat came out with an album.
I heard that shit was fire.
Oh, that's what
They got some dope features on there. She got some dope features on there. The Thug's on there. Ariana Grande's on there. The Weeknd.
I heard she had the internet buzzing.
JID. SZA.
Jid.
Gunna's on the deluxe. She got a couple features on this tape. Doja Cat. There's this thing about Doja Cat. I don't know how
to feel
she
about
was.
her.
No. I don't know. No, first of all, Doja Cat, beautiful.
Isn't she the girl that was like secretly talking shit about?
I don't know how she bounced off that so well.
I think about that all the
either.
time. How people get canceled for like being racist and ignorant and shit like that. And
she's
was
just thriving.
She
and
was
I
able
don't
to come back like it
people-
was nothing.
I barely follow the girl, and I still remember that. So I'm just like,
She came back like it was
I'm very
nothing.
confused.
Bro,
Is it because of her sex appeal?
Probably.
bro, she came out. People said she was racist. She was in these racist group chats making all these offensive remarks, and the internet tore her ass up for maybe a good 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
She wasn't on socials. She wasn't on anything. The internet tore her ass up.
Now
And
she's
then she
flourishing.
just dropped. She just dropped another single after that, and then it was back like clockwork. It's like nothing happened.
Someone needs to diss you her.
This you? They have. That whole thing was a this you moment. You feel me? Because that whole chat room shit happened like years ago, and you know what happens with every popping
Then
artist. Once you come
yo.
up to the main light, people are gonna dig up some shit from your past. You feel
I
me?
mean, if that's the case, then hey, she got it.
She does.
She got it. I can't. I remember it. I never listened to her anyway, so like,
she shook that shit off like it was nothing.
Nothing.
are her fans mostly white or black?
I don't know.
I
It
think-
might
I think
be
it's
a mix.
mixed.
Yeah.
I
There
think
we
it's
go.
mixed.
There we
Yeah,
go.
because she's
Might be
really
mixed.
pop. Like
Yeah,
she's really
she really
pop.
is pop.
Yeah, so I think it's a really nice mix for her.
Yeah, and then there you go. She good. She got the right fans, right audience. People that don't care.
Sabrina Claudio needs that audience.
I don't know who that is.
Psh, exactly. She was supposed to be the one. Back in 2016, 2017, a new R&B artist, she was supposed to be the one. And then niggas found her old tweets, and it was a wrap for shorty. She hasn't came back since. It was a wrap.
If I ever make it and niggas want to go through my 60,000 plus tweets, by all means.
Yeah, go off.
I always said,
That's how I think about it. Like, yo, if you got the time to do that, whatever you find, I have an answer for it.
Going back to 2013.
my thing is this is
How
like,
fun.
yo, if you ever go like looking up past shit, whatever you find is on you. That's your fault for looking back in the past. I always say that to fucking social media. I've always said that with relationships. I've said that, yo, if you are looking for something, if
That's
you
why I
are
don't-
looking,
yes.
if you are actively digging, looking for something, and you find that shit, nigga, it's on you. You went to go look for that shit.
That's why I never ask about a shorty's past.
Exactly.
I don't ever want to hear about
okay.
the nasty shit.
I'm never asking about, like, yo, I remember having conversations with my show in the past. Like, yo, I don't know anything about your past. What is there to know?
I don't want to know.
What is there to know? A bunch of shit happened, didn't work out, moved on with my life. Life is great now. What else is there to know? So that's why I'm always like that, because you go digging up into the past and then you start asking all these questions that don't even apply to the present anymore. And it gets and it's just like, now look at you. I'm not saying this is me presently.
No,
I'm just saying like these are things that I've noticed when people go, Imani, you go digging through your man's phone, whatever you find is on you. That's on you. You
My
feel me?
answer, honestly, I tell myself if that would ever happen to me, my answer would simply be, am I not allowed to grow?
If you go through your shorty's IG DMs, that's on you. You feel me?
I mean, I would hope my shorty would just be curving these niggas.
She might be curving these niggas, but when you see what niggas are in her DMs, that's
oh
on
no,
you.
I wouldn't. Nah, like me, I wouldn't give a fuck about the niggas in the DMs. I'd care simply about what she's saying. Like, yo,
Oh yeah,
is she responding to these niggas like in a
That's
thoughty way?
usually what it is, though.
that is what it is.
She responding to these niggas in a thoughty way? That's
No,
all-
no, no, no,
oh,
no, no, no,
oh,
no,
oh,
no.
I was about to say.
Just
Let me
seeing
find
how,
out.
just seeing how your partner responds to certain things. That's usually what allows a woman to go. Not
But
allows,
as a man,
but makes
if
a
you want
woman
to be
go
honest,
through
as
the
a man, I'm
man's
not even
phone.
gonna bring up that conversation. I don't want to see your phone. I don't want to see the niggas
I
trying
don't.
to drink your bathwater. I don't want to see any of that.
Because
shit.
like one thing is like, yeah, you might know niggas in their DMs. It's when you realize how many
yes, this is like this isn't.
how many of some you may know.
I don't even.
Niggas
It's
don't
not
need
even
to
that.
know
I
that
just be
shit.
getting annoyed. Like, damn,
Nah, I feel you.
I really. Oh, this shit's stressful sometimes.
That's why you just don't do it. Just eliminate that shit from your mind. Just don't do it. The hell? Yeah, like me, I never went through a phone. Never. If shit happened, shit happened. I'm not saying, whoa, I know that's a general statement. That's too much of a vague statement. When I say that, if shit happens in the past, that's what I meant. If shit happens in the past, let that shit sit
Okay,
in the past.
yeah.
If you're
I
still
wasn't
doing that to this day, I don't know about it. Okay, at some point in your life, you're gonna wear a dunce cap. At some point, it may not happen now. It may not be tomorrow. Truth comes out at some point, and you're gonna wear a dunce cap. So if you choose to do all that shit behind closed doors, it's gonna catch up to you eventually.
Okay,
So that's
thank
why
you.
I have enough trust in thinking, okay, you may not be that stupid to do that shit. Because if you go through that shit thinking you can slick by,
No.
it's gonna come up at some point,
Niggas
and
be
maybe
stupid.
I might not be
Niggas be
as
stupid.
mad. But niggas will just end up single.
Niggas be
Niggas
stupid.
acting like the worst thing is gonna happen. No, you're just gonna be single. That's it. So there's no point in doing all that shit. There's no point. That's all. That's a little tad bit I wanted to say.
G Herbo's coming out with an album this week.
Yeah, I peeped.
I'm happy.
I peeped.
I'm happy. More Chicago drill music. That's just about to be fire. The little snippet he dropped, 40-second snippet he dropped. I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna be listening to that hopefully at the Migos concert. on
Pop
Friday.
Smoke is dropping too.
How the fuck? Yo, how much music does this man like record?
I was really curious about that because I really thought with the last album, Aim for the Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, that had already a shitload of tracks on it, and Pop Smoke
He was
passed away very early in his
what I'm
career.
saying.
So I thought all of the shit they put on this album was already the
out.
best shit. You feel
Right.
me? So now knowing that there's another album coming of like more shit, I'm kind of skeptical. I'm like, I don't know what these songs are gonna sound like because if they didn't choose these songs for the first album, I'm thinking a lot of these newer songs may be incomplete, and I might just get features throughout the entire album.
My thing is, he's been featured like posthumously on a lot of shit as well.
That's true.
So how many more verses could he have possibly made? Because like you said, what's it called? He passed early in his career.
Very early, unfortunately. R.I.P.
So I'm just like, he couldn't have released
many
or
songs.
recorded that much music to the point where they can release, like you said, an album with good amount of content on it. This man, I feel like, is featured on a new track every other album
That's true.
off everyone's shit. So I'm just like,
He was really moving.
yeah.
either
That's the sad
that,
part.
either that, or I feel like Pop, when he was recording, he just recorded like a bunch of ideas and just like left it in the vault and then didn't go back. And then when
And
he
now fixing it
died,
up.
the people just like went in and were probably looking through his shit and they were like, oh, hold on, this shit kind of hard. He never put this out? Yo, let me take that. That's what I think a lot of the artists do.
Now let me take that.
That's what I think a lot of the artists do. You think French had an actual relationship with Pop? No. like you think I think fucking Maroon 5 actually had a relationship with Juice WRLD and Nip? Not really, but yo, if you have the control and you got the money,
You can do it.
you can do it. So that's what I think happens with a lot of these posthumous releases. Some of them worked with the artists, like Big Sean and Nip. Fucking Deep Reverence, that was actually a song they worked together and they sounded amazing when it did come out. But a lot of other artists, I feel like, they just went into the whoa, okay. I feel like they went into the artist vault, see what they had, and then just loaded it up and did what they had to do to it. That's mostly what I think this entire Pop Smoke album was. It was mad features on the first album where I was just like, oh yeah, they definitely just came in after and just did the thing. Like the joint he did with Jamie Foxx on this shit, that definitely happened after he passed. That was for sure. The nigga was talking about social distancing. Pandemic wasn't a thing when Pop Smoke was still alive. So that's how I knew, you feel me? So it's just things like that. But yeah, rest in peace to everyone. I'm still looking forward to any music that I get from our artists. I don't think I'm getting another Juice WRLD album.
When are we getting Certified Lover Boy? It's about to be July.
We're just gonna let him do what he's gonna do.
I mean, the summer's almost halfway there. So.
I'm hip.
He did.
Drake gonna drop it when he
Right.
drop. I'm not looking for a Drake album right now, to be honest. Even though it's crazy to think about. See, when you get me started on music, I can go for days. It's just crazy to think about the release that he did come up with, like that 3-pack, fam. That little 3-pack. All 3 of those shits were hits, and we knew that when it came out. But to this time later, them shits were really hits. Wants and Needs, Lemon Pepper Freestyle, and What's Next, yo? I was just like, damn, those songs really did do what they needed to do, huh?
Yes, it did.
They held people over.
He was able to drop that little 3-pack, and it was able to
call
push
it a
back
day.
the album as
Yeah.
long as he needed to push it back for.
Call it a day.
Crazy. The Drake effect is crazy. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for new music. Let me just
Tyler, the
scan
Creator.
through. Oh, Tyler the Creator. Wow, that's on me. Tyler the Creator dropped an album. Anybody else want to talk about it?
I'll say this.
Wait.
I fuck with Tyler simply because of who he is and like how comfortable he is to be in his skin and all that shit.
Extremely talented.
Like
kid.
I
Very
fuck
much
with
so.
I fuck with him just off like who he is in his personality, in the evolution and character development this man has had ever since I was in middle school,
Middle
8th grade,
school.
middle school. Odd Future, Wolfgang, Kill Them All. You feel me? I still remember that shit. And now this man went from rapping about killing people, eating cockroaches, suck my dick, to this.
I mean, he still does that.
He's not as wild with it.
just a little melody behind
No,
it.
yeah.
But he still does it.
It's the melody. He's so like
It's just
this
smooth.
eclectic
It's
music,
very
isn't that what he calls it?
smooth.
Eclectic.
Sure.
It's not for me.
Nah,
Okay.
I feel you.
It's not for me. Like, but I respect it. So
Yeah.
I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's just not my music. Not my type of music.
Did
But
you
I
fuck
listen
with it,
to it.
Imani?
I did mess
you a
with a
Tyler
couple
fan?
strap. Yes and no. Like Darno, like some hit with me, some don't hit with me. But the one that I really liked the most was "What's Your Name." I like that song.
Yeah, Young Boy surprisingly had a. Yeah, we gotta have a talk about Young Boy next podcast. Next podcast. We yes, we have to talk about Young Boy. Remember, someone remind me that we have to do a very deep dive on Young Boy's career and the fact that he has the fan base that he has, and he isn't recognized
God.
anywhere by the industry. We're gonna have that talk pretty soon.
You want to promote that man?
I
wanna
get
put
it.
him on a
Let
national
him do
stage?
it. If you want to do it, let him
You
do
want to
it.
put
If you
that
see the
menace on a
numbers
national
that
stage?
Menace is pulling, bro. If you see the numbers that Menace is pulling, he is the king of
on
YouTube right
bro,
now,
I
bro.
understand. On YouTube, every vid 100+ mil.
And the thing is, his fan base is big on every platform. YouTube is just the only platform where you can see the numbers. That's
Bro,
why.
I understand.
And it's just
I know.
crazy that an artist is doing all that
Bro.
at his age. He's younger than us, doing
I
all
get it.
that
I
shit.
get it, but the
Industry
shit he
don't give a
stands
shit
for,
about
Yeah, the
the
shit he stands for
and the
is
shit he does
trash.
does not need to
Complete
be on a
trash.
national stage.
And
At
Kodak.
all.
Kodak's not a
Kodak
national
is-
stage. Kodak ain't national like that. Like, yo, he's not getting that much news.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll have a talk next time.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Wait,
a talk.
go
That's
off.
cap.
All right,
We'll have to
Kodak's
talk
bigger
about
than
that next
Youngboy,
time.
I'll say that.
Okay.
We'll have to talk about that next
Kodak
time.
ain't as
alright?
wild as Youngboy.
Pleaded guilty to a rape charge. Let's get into
Exactly.
Youngboy
let's
is
get into our
20
reality
years
checks.
old with 12
Let's
kids.
get into our reality checks. We'll have a talk next
Smoking
episode about
cigarettes.
this
He got little kids smoking cigarettes.
Uh-huh.
They're both equally trash, guys. Y'all are both killing me. They're both equally
No,
trash.
I'm just saying the industry. I'm not talking about like
They don't
fucking
care
morals.
about the
It's just the
industry. Don't
industry.
got morals. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Industry don't give a fuck about morals.
Facts. All right, let's get into our reality checks.
All right, people. My reality check. I forget where I get it from. I got it from, but always do what you're afraid to do. And what I mean by that is if you have an obstacle in front of you and you're scared to overcome it, overcome that bitch. Go through it head on, because you're going to become a stronger person. You're going to become better as a result of that. Think about it. Anything you have done or started, it took one try to begin that shit, and you definitely weren't good at it at first. So if you want to become good at something, you got to try something new. So like I said, my reality check is always gassy. Yeah. So always start something or always finish something that you're afraid of. That's my reality check.
Word.
Okay. My reality check is to tell people, remind people, like, you are so much more than what others think of you. You constantly just need to understand that you're a bad bitch. You're a individual. You're a boss, nigga. Like, you are that person. Never let anything or anybody, any opinion, any morals, or whatever the case, like, you are that person, and continue to remember that you are that person, and it doesn't matter what it doesn't matter what others think about you. Honestly, like, you were put on this earth for a reason. You have a purpose on this earth. You are, like, you really are a bad bitch, and you need to remind yourself how bad you are. And I say that because I was reminded this weekend who I am, and yeah, that's my reality check.
And then for my reality check will be very simple. It does not matter at all about how other people perceive your actions, right? Of course it does. But it doesn't really matter how other people perceive your actions. If you have a means to get something done, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do and worry about that shit afterwards. You feel me? When I say it like that, I'm the type of person where I demand a certain level of respect in every room that I'm in. In every room that I'm in, I demand a certain level of respect. I don't care who you are. You can be the biggest OG. You can be the biggest CEO. You can be someone small. You can be my parent. You're going to respect me in any type of conversation that we're having while I'm in that room. You feel me?
Be on my parent.
What you do outside of the room, niggas want to be soft. Niggas can be soft. But when I'm in the room, I demand a certain level of respect. And I get viewed a certain way just because that's how I carry myself. But when you built yourself up the way I have, when you had to endure the type of things that I have, you get to a certain point where you can't take anything less than that, you know? And I'm going to pass that on to everybody else, because as I step into these new environments, these new establishments, as I join these new boardroom meetings, I just have to let niggas know, since I'm in a new space, who I am. Okay. And I can't forget that, because I was doing what I had to do when I was running shit at my old spot. I'm at a new spot, new environment. I got to let niggas know a couple new things. So always remember that about yourself. Carry yourself no matter how many people, no matter how people may view your actions. Always demand respect in every room that you are in. That is my reality check. You feel me? All right, and that was pretty much the end of the show. Thank you for everyone who stayed tuned throughout the entire episode. I know we were, a little all over the place. It's hot. You feel me? But we still did what we had to do, giving you quality content every single time we step into the studio. Niggas already know what time it is. You feel me? Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe on the YouTube. Follow us on our audio platforms. Hit us up for merch. Me, Imani, or Darnell. Shit, even Jake. Hit anybody up for merch and we will get that merch to you, alright? So, you've been listening to The Urban Product. It's been your boy DME.
It's been your boy Cozy Rich.
And it's been your girl Imani.
And we will catch y'all next week.
Love.
These days, these hoes go so crazy. She say she's gone. That don't faze me. I've been to some places that you ain't seen, and I don't plan to go back no time soon. Thought you should know that I'm still rolling swishes, fucking bitches, yeah. Free as ever, no commitment, nah. Guilty pleasures, I'll admit it. I'm still doing whatever, whenever, wherever, I need everything in abundance, dawg. Yeah, I need more, for real. I can't even deal with assumptions, girl. If you don't know, then let it go. That shit doesn't concern you, leave me alone. This money getting burned though, living life without no curfew. I keep a close circle, I just wanna ride down 995 with my windows down, down, down. I feel my heart been lost for a long time, it can't be found. So we might take a trip out to Miami, link up with my baby, I need plan B. Shorty wanna treat me like some candy. We can't romance me, cause I know that these days, these hoes go so crazy. She say she's gone, that don't faze me. I've been to some places that you ain't seen, and I don't plan to go back no time soon. Thought you should know that I'm still on the switches, fucking bitches, yeah, yeah. Free as ever, no commitment, nah, nah. Guilty pleasures, I'll admit it. I'm still doing whatever, whenever, wherever.
Yeah. Still gave me the green light, even when my account on red. I used to feed you breakfast in bed, sausage and egg. Love the way you let my syrup get all on your leg.